Are we live? All right.
I believe so. It does say live at the top.
All right. Cool. All right. I'll run through the description again quick, and we'll just start fresh right from the get. I'll
Yes,
probably end up
sir.
deleting the first one where we. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. I am here with Catfish Willie of Fish On Entertainment. So
Fish on
it's gonna be
entertainment, baby.
there. It is. Look at that. He's got merch and everything. So it's gonna be a little different from my usual interviews because there are three guys that collectively made Fish On Entertainment Channel. And yeah, I'm going to do a part one, a part two, and a part three. So we're going to do them in a whole series. And we're starting with Catfish Willie here. So without further ado, in their description starts out with Dot, who we are. There are three fishermen here making fish streaming better for us and for you. Hooksetter Ron, Troutline Joe, and Catfish Willie, bringing the entertainment out in fishing. You can find us where the water is at, setting hooks and grabbing nets. All ages welcome. Join us while we bring the action to you. So, Fish On Entertainment has almost 2,000 subscribers, exactly 1,970 subscribers, 340 videos, 585,315 views. That's over a half a million views. You guys have done fantastic. So if you don't mind telling us kind of how did this start? When did it start?
So, I believe it was we were coming out of last year winter time. Is what I was thinking. I'm pretty sure is right. Um, Going in the spring, and I mean, we've been fishing a lot before even the stream started and the YouTube channel. So, I mean, we were already on it. It was just having a collective idea and just going with the flow and doing the thing.
Nice. So was there like one of the three of you? Do you guys remember like when you first came up with the idea? Like who was like, hey, you know what we should
Yeah,
do? We're
so
getting
so I'm pretty sure Ron was the one who came up with the main idea of having like fish on entertainment and stuff like that, because that was something we used to scream a lot whenever we caught fish, and especially if it
nice.
was a hogger, you know what I'm saying? We're fish on,
Right.
man. Especially Jeremy
Right.
Wade, man. We love that guy. That's like one of our inspirational fishermen that we love to watch on YouTube or TV in general. Um, yeah, we just grew up watching a guy like that, man. It's just a great inspiration to fish.
That's awesome, man. Love it. Love it. All right. So some of these questions I'm gonna gear more specifically to you, and then I'll ask the
Sure.
same question to Ron and Joe as well. Um, well, and actually, I mean, a lot of these answers are going to be the same, but I'll ask you all the same questions anyway. Where are you guys located at, and like, what's the main bodies of water that you fish?
So we're located in Louisville, Kentucky. We have a lot of bodies of water to fish around here. I mean, we got tons of local ponds. We got pay lakes. We got the Ohio River. It's not even 15 minutes away from us based off traffic. Um, yeah, I mean, really, we have a shit ton of lakes and stuff like that too. But we recently started getting into like boats and kayaks and stuff like that. So it's bound any time for us to get into a lake or a new river in Kentucky or something like that.
Right. Cool, man. And what kind of is there a specific fish that you guys target the most, or is it just kind of a multi-species
Um,
deal?
I think it just really depends, I guess. Obviously, I would say personally I like the catfish a lot.
Hmm.
Um, I believe all the boys take personal enjoyment in catfishing.
Right.
I make my own version of chicken that we use, and we try so many different ideas that chat gives us, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to see the growth we got. It's amazing. It
Yeah.
really
No,
is.
you guys are doing incredible. Really
Yeah,
are.
no, just a small amount of time that we've had and been able to connect with so many people is amazing.
It's a really fun channel. I've been in a lot of you guys' lives, and you have a good time with it. I like it.
Oh yeah, we do. We enjoy it, man. I would say we would really love it if we could get to more places based off our timing. You know what I'm saying? Like we'd really like to fish the Ohio River a lot more. Um, we'd like to be able to get to some of our lakes around here. Like Taylorsville Lake's a big one for us, and it'd be nice to get down to like Nolan Lake or Rough River. There's just really good fishing that we haven't really got to get to yet here in Kentucky, but there's plenty of content to make for it.
Oh yeah, there's no bad fishing content out there, you know.
Oh, absolutely,
Even if
absolutely.
it's just a guy sitting by the water not catching anything, still good
I
scenery.
swear, man. Yeah, I was in your stream the other day, man. I seen you, dog. You were locked in, man. You were trying to get that one, man. I understand.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta suffice with what you got until you get there.
Yep. Absolutely. Um. So what's the biggest fish that Catfish Willie's ever caught?
Right now, man, that's recorded. It would be the 6 pounder I just caught. I just dropped a YouTube short on it, man. I jumped in the water with it, man. I
Oh
had
no.
to. Yeah, I had to, man. I had to go jump in the water with it. I told people if I caught a PB catfish out of here, I was gonna go jump in the water with it, so I did.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Um.
it's a real enjoyable moment, especially when you're able to make some type of content like that because it's fun. It makes it fun for everybody.
Absolutely. Channel cat, I'm assuming.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. 6.44.
Nice. That's a nice channel cat. Um. So you said that was on camera though. Have you caught something bigger off camera?
I'm pretty sure growing up as a kid, man, my dad was a big fisherman, man. He was from South Carolina. Uh, that dude, that's the best fisherman I've ever known was my father.
Right
So
on.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I've caught something bigger earlier in my life. Do I remember it 100%? Probably not, but I'm pretty sure there's something bigger I've caught.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Like how your dad first got you into fishing as a kid? Like what was that
Oh
like?
yeah, so like I don't know, real early on, man, set me on bluegill fishing. My dad was a huge bass fisherman. Uh, I got tons of photos of him having lines about, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 feet long full of fish. Um, that dude, I mean, he was a real inspiration when it came to fishing. Because me growing up, I would say, with the city life and all that stuff, he didn't grow up the same way I did. He was more of like a country style guy. He grew up in Florida, so I mean, he's seen a lot of fishing growing up that I didn't get to see.
Right.
Um, and so as growing up as a kid, we went to Taylorsville Lake a lot. We went down the Nolan River, like the places I was saying. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously we had a boat as a kid, so I mean we got to go everywhere, see everything. We went fishing in South Carolina. I mean we've done all kinds of stuff, and but yeah, man, I would say that dude made me an avid fisherman for sure. He's definitely my inspiration.
That's awesome, man. Uh, so what is your favorite fish to catch? Catfish, obviously.
Mm, I'll tell you what, man. I would say on our channel specifically, we've been trying to go for the elusive gar.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I would say once we catch one of those, I think that'll be our favorite fish. But as of right
Yeah.
now, my favorite fish is definitely a catfish for sure. It doesn't matter how big, how small. They like to fight all the way up to the water bank, man.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
come off your line right there if they
Yep.
want to. Yeah, man. I would say catfish for sure. To me, it don't matter the size, man. It's the enjoyment of the catch.
Right on. What fish would you say you're best at catching?
Mm, probably bluegill. Bluegill's like the must-have, especially as a cat fisherman, man. You have
Yep.
to cut bait, live bait. Uh, shit, if you didn't bring any bait with you, it's an important part. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
uh,
Absolutely.
and I mean, you can catch catfish off worms and stuff like that if you really locate it well. But most of the times, man, that catfishing stuff, it's liver. Liver's the hitter, man.
Liver's you think liver's best for catfish?
Oh yeah, chicken liver,
Yeah.
man. That stuff hits the best for us. I feel like. I mean, like I said, I make my own version of chicken. It's called Willie's Wacky Chicken, but I don't know, man. That liver that's always gonna be number one for me.
All right. So I got a couple follow-up questions on that. First off, tell me about Willie's Wacky Chicken. Do we get the secret recipe here? What's Willie's wacky chicken?
It's crazy to think of, man, because you get so many people asking you for stuff like that. There's a couple guys that want me to email them the secret ingredients and stuff like that. I would say the best information for having anything close to what I make. I mean, anything you see on YouTube, people telling you
No,
to
it's a
make
secret
anything out of
recipe.
chicken.
You're not gonna tell
Nah,
me?
man, it ain't gonna happen, dog. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll get to you in an email. I'll get to you in an email.
No, that's all right. I got plenty of catfish secrets myself.
Yeah,
In fact,
yeah.
I caught 5 channel cats today on corn. Believe it or not,
It's
I was
crazy
I was
because
trying to catch
we
carp and I
did it
just kept
too. We've
catching
done that
channels.
too. It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, my
Uh,
biggest channel cat. I just broke my PB this year was 18.3 pounds for a channel.
woohoo! You
Got
give
a
Joe a run for his money, man. Because Joe, man, Joe. He's dead set on catching something bigger than that 16 pounder he had. I
yeah.
mean, he's dead set on it because I caught that 6 pounder and he was like, man, I know it's nice and all, but I think we're going for 20 now. I
Well, that was
was
just
like,
a
yeah.
channel cat. I also recently, like a month ago, caught a 50-pound flathead. So that was
Ooh.
pretty nice. Well,
Yeah, dude. The
okay,
fight for
actually, I
those got
can't
to be
technically
amazing.
say that it was 50 pounds, but it was too big to weigh on a 50-pound scale. It was a brand new scale I bought, and it wouldn't hold the catfish, so too big for a 50-pound scale. So I don't really know how big it was, but
My
anyway.
daughter's all up in my ear. She's like, I want to see what's going
Hi.
on. Yeah, I'm talking to a guy on the phone. All right,
All right. So
you can go lay
my
down.
my follow-up questions were let's see, the catfish. Okay, how do you prepare the liver? Like, how do you keep it on the hook? You got any secret tips on that?
I'm not a personal fan of like treble hooking. I
Hmm.
do have a pole set up for that specifically, but that's mainly for the bullheads. The bullheads are the smaller version of catfish we usually catch where we go on Sunday nights. But usually, I mean, if I'm trying to catch like that 6 pounder I caught was on that chicken liver, man. I had it on a good size oct hook. I know it was at least like I believe it was like a 3 or 4 ox size circle hook, and just wrapping it on there as much as I can, hooking it through as much as I can, and I feel like the biggest part about casting for something like that is just finessing the pole to get it to
Yeah.
cast. You know what I'm
Kind of
saying? Just
kind of like
because it's so
flip it
easy
out
to
there
throw
rather
off.
than you probably don't cast it overhead. You just flip it.
In a sense, yeah. I mean, I guess it really depends on what I think, how well I wrapped it on there. But whenever I caught that 6 pounder, I remember going over the head with it because
Okay.
Hookset Ron can't cast a pole, man. He's over top of my line every time every time I cast, dude. He wants to be right over top of my pole, and I'm like, come on, man. And usually I'll just end up leaving it there until something happens, or he snags into my line, or I'm in his line. Typical stuff with him.
Uh, so is the next question was what's your dream fish? But I think you kind of already said you guys are really gunning for some gar soon.
Yeah, we're trying to target the gar. Obviously, the time of the year is probably gonna not help that, especially with it
Yeah.
going towards like fall and winter time and stuff like that. So, we'll probably end up shifting into trout season. Is probably what we'll do. Last year, I didn't really get to do a bunch of trout stuff. Ron and Joey seemed like they had a lot of fun doing it last year. I mean, they literally was out on the ice, cutting holes in the ice and
Wow.
all kinds of stuff, man. Yeah, it was a crazy winter down here last year. We got a lot of snow, so usually it's
Down in
off and on
Kentucky,
every year.
in Kentucky.
Yeah, in Kentucky we got a crap ton of snow, man. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, like it because I had my baby around that time of the year. He's 7 months old now, and yeah, it was crazy just to even drive to the hospital to have the baby was crazy. It was you barely could get there. It was ice covered everywhere. I mean, it was wild, but the boys was out there. They didn't care. We fish on entertainment. We getting on that water, whether it's
Love it.
frozen over or if it's coming to the doorstep, man. We in it.
Well, I'll watch you guys this winter because I don't like the ice fish. I live in Wisconsin,
Oh
And
yeah, it's
so our
probably
lake party's
cold.
completely over, like negative
Mhm.
30.
Yeah, I couldn't
Hop
imagine, man.
inside,
I
play video
absolutely
games,
couldn't.
and I'll be watching you guys fish at that point. So
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Cause like I don't know. I guess I just grew up different. But like I said, my dad was from South Carolina, so like for me it was crazy because like I was walking around everywhere barefooted as a kid and stuff like that, and I used to run around these streets, man, with no shoes on. It'd be freezing cold outside, just running down the street to go to somebody's house or whatever. I'd be like, it'd be all right because their house is warm, so I warm my feet up there. But yeah, it's crazy to see how like our winter seasons they change a lot too. So like sometimes it won't snow until like March, and it'll stay rainy season, or like I think what they call in Florida is mud season.
okay,
I would say we get a lot of that type of weather here. It's just like it's weird Florida weather.
right,
It's real hot, muggy. Like this summer was hot like crazy. We had a couple of days where it was 100 degrees outside. Um, and it just stayed hot most of the summer. I mean, we just had that relief where it's kind of like 80s all the time here in the past month. So we've been doing a lot more fishing this past month for sure during the daytime.
nice. Yeah, fall is a good productive season for fishing, I think. Um,
Yeah, I want to get out there and do a little bit more bass fishing, man. That's what I really want to get into.
yeah,
I think we got a lot more videos to come. We got a lot of ideas brewing. Uh, I feel like that's like the biggest thing for us is always have something lined up.
right. Yeah, I like to shift the species I'm targeting every month. So every month I'll target a new species and try to get a new PB in that species.
Yeah, I
Um,
like it that you fish in somewhere like Wisconsin, man. You see probably some crazy fish up there, brother.
yeah, so this month where you just saw me fishing at, I'm trying to catch sturgeon. So in Wisconsin, we're only allowed to legally fish for sturgeon once a month, and
Okay.
the sturgeon up here can get over 200 pounds. So yeah,
Yeah,
um,
we need to see one of those.
uh, I just put up a short of the PB from last year,
Okay.
actually.
I'll go check
You can
her out,
see
man.
that.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all go
And
check
then
out Fishy Things, dog. Y'all check it out of his shorts, dog. Y'all go hype him up. How
and then
y'all doing tonight?
I've got some more shorts scheduled. I got one coming tomorrow and the next day, just some sturgeon I caught on accident a few months ago. And yeah, so
Hell yeah. That's awesome,
hopefully
man.
I'll be getting into a lot of sturgeon this month. And then next month I'll be going for muskie. And anyway, but this is
Yeah,
about
that's
you. This is
awesome.
about fish
That's
on
all. Hey,
entertainment.
I know, but hey, you know what, man? This is me and you for the first time, man. You know what I'm saying? We're getting to
Right?
know each other
Right.
well. Like you said, I got the
Definitely.
headphones on now, man. It's like a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're going off
Right.
the rails
This is a
today.
podcast. This is a podcast. Absolutely is.
This is Joe Rogan.
Yeah. Fish Rogan. Fishy
Yeah, Fish
Rogan.
Rogan, Fishy
Yeah.
Rogan.
Absolutely, man. Um, yeah, and if you guys ever come up to Wisconsin, I'll get you on some unique
Of
fishing that
course,
you
man.
won't be
Yeah,
able
we've
to
been
catch.
really, man. It's crazy because we get a lot of people from out of state. They want to fish with us and stuff like that. Like, there's a couple of guys I've met in some other chats from Indiana. Indiana's not
Mhm.
too far away from me. It's only like 20 minutes away. Um, they got some people in Ohio that are telling us about this place in Ohio that's really nice. And I mean, there's tons of stuff to do here in Kentucky. I feel like we haven't even touched the ground surface here, to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
you guys got blues there too, don't you? Blue cats.
Yes, yes. The Ohio River carries a lot of blue cat.
If I think
I'm pretty sure most of our main rivers carry a lot of blue cat. Even like the Kentucky River, which is the Kentucky River's out towards like Lexington, Kentucky.
yep.
It's about 45, 50, 60 minutes away maybe from where I am here in Louisville. But yeah, we would love. We're like I said, we're only touching the surface, man. There's so much more to do.
Absolutely. That's the crazy thing about fishing. Like, there's always a bigger fish to get. You know what I mean? Like, no matter, there's no end to it. You can
Yeah,
always get another
yeah.
one that's bigger. So it's a lifelong journey. Um, you have any superstitions about fishing? Anything that you think brings good luck or bad luck?
I'll tell you what, man. Uh, I would say that that would probably be more of a Troutline Joe thing. I'm not really a
Uh,
superstitious person when it comes to those things. Uh, I know if my pole's in the water, I have a chance about as good as everybody else that's there. You know what I'm saying? So
I say
that's the
that on
way I
every
like.
line. I got lines in
Yeah,
the water.
yeah. I was about to say, man, if my line's tight and we're ready to go, man, that's all the luck I need, brother. We ready to go. We ready to hook us a hogger. About to pull a fish out of the water and let chat talk to it. You know.
Right, right. I like it, man. Um, so yeah, I did you is there like one specific dream fish like that you've never caught that you really, really want to catch? Like if you could just choose that one fish, like I want
It
to
was. I'll tell you what, man. My dad took me fishing in South Carolina one time in this rice paddy field, and I caught this fish. I believe it was called a blue herring, and it's a very rare fish. It's all blue, um, and it's just a wild looking fish. It's not any. I don't even think it's like a recorded fish. That's what my dad told me it was, but it was a fish. It was a all blue fish. It had the scales on the back of it were like, I don't know how to really explain it, but like the way that that flowed on the back, it was almost like a haircut in a sense. Like it was a very
okay.
awkward looking fish. But yeah, whenever I was a real small kid, that's like one of the fish I remember catching, and I don't ever remember seeing anything about it after that. Like it's a very rare thing for me. But yeah, he took me to a rice paddy field. It used to be in like World War One or two. It was a part of, or the Civil War or something like that. Because they have a bunch of like old relics and stuff over there. And yeah, it was a really cool place to fish, man. To be honest with you.
Sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, I was about to say it. I'd like to get down there more. That's where like my family originates from. I'd like to do a lot more fishing in South Carolina. I got a few friends on the YouTube and stuff like that that do it. Villagrands, he's a fly fisherman. He does a lot of creek fishing. I really like watching his content just because he's from South Carolina. He knows where I'm from. I know where he's from. He's
Right.
a really nice guy, man. I believe he's a church man, so he makes great content, has a good presentation voice and stuff like that. Never says anything bad, so I really promote that guy a lot too. He's a really nice guy.
You know what? Do you know like his whole chat handle off the top of your head? I want to look him.
His thing is the Villagrands Pit Stop. Villagrands, Villagrans Pit Stop.
All right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna
he's
look,
a real
I'm
nice
gonna
guy,
look
man.
him
I'm
up.
pretty sure he goes live like every day. Like that dude's a pure grinder. And he gets a good amount of views, man. Anytime I'm in there, man, he stops and says hi to me. I got gifted a sub in his chat this month, which was surprising. I was like,
Nice.
wow, I got a gifted sub to who? And it was Villagrans. I was like, hell yeah, man. I love this guy.
Right on, man. Do you have any unbelievable or like crazy fishing stories you could tell us?
Other than that blue one, let's see. Oh yeah, so it's the same. It's actually in the same spew, man. I would say I was probably about 12 years old whenever we were going to South Carolina a lot and doing a lot of fishing. And man, I tell you what, it was the scariest shit ever. My dad thought it was a good idea to go into like this little crevice of like this lake area. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, baby, I'm all right. Look, everybody, she wants me to show y'all this Barbie thing. I'm sorry. But yeah, no, she's really excited about it. She won't stop showing it to me. Oh, and she's giving me a note. It's Claritin. Everybody take your Claritin.
Okay.
What, baby? What, honey? Hold on, Chad. I'm sorry.
No problem.
She ain't gonna give up on me yet. That's what it says, Mary. It's Claritin.
The real
Yeah,
star.
that literally, guys. It's Claritin. It's Claritin Clear. If you're having allergies, take some Claritin. All right, baby. Now, please, thank you. I got three boogers, man. They don't care.
Right.
They're cameramen themselves. But no. So my dad took me to South Carolina, and I believe it was at the rice paddy field place, and they have a lot of alligators and stuff up through there. and he's bass fishing, and then a few hours goes by, he sees an alligator head starting to peek up on top of the water. He goes, "Man, I'm about to hit him with it." And I was like, "What?" Next thing you know, he's casting a pole right on top of his head.
Oh my
I'm talking
God.
about that alligator came up and was like, shoo, snagged
Oh,
it, and I'm talking about pulled it down. I'm talking about I'm in the bottom of the boat like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Please don't do this right now. I got so much more to live for. I got a YouTube channel to make whenever I get older. And but yeah, man, that one really, I would say that really set me straight on what to catch and what not to catch for sure. I
so
would
did the
say,
alligator break your dad's line off then? I
dude,
take
I'm
it.
talking about straight snap the pole in half, man. I'm talking about it had the lure in its mouth, snapped the pole in half. I mean, I'm talking about the boats rocking back and forth like this, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna come in the boat, or I'm going in the water. This isn't good. I didn't even look up to see if my dad was okay. It was just all I did was hear the pole snap, and I'm in the bottom of in the boat. I'm just like, oh my god, please don't, please don't. And he didn't care, dude. He was my dad
Right.
lived for the thrill, man. That was his thing, man. Like I said, he was the best fisherman I've ever known. Like that dude caught everything,
That's awesome.
everything.
I love it. I love it. I think that might be one of my favorite ones I've heard yet. I ask everyone on this thing to tell me a crazy fishing story. That's officially my favorite. You've officially given me my favorite one.
Yeah,
I
that's
love it.
awesome, man. Yeah, that
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the
that's
alligator.
literally that's something that's etched in my brain forever. Anytime I ever see an alligator, I might just try it myself, but at the same time, that's like a very scary feeling. It
You gotta
wasn't
slay the
nothing.
dragon, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm talking about, I was in the bottom of that boat praying. I'm praying, just please, just let him go. Throw your pole in the water and just leave. And then also I think in that same week span, but like I said, these rice paddy fields, they grow and like the water comes in from the ocean and stuff like that and fills the paddy fields up. Well, we were getting out of there low, you know what I'm saying? So the boat's getting stuck in the rice paddies. And I got my uncle and my dad are pushing the back of the boat, and I'm up in the front with the troller motor, like hitting it a little bit every time, you know what I'm saying? So we can get
Right.
through the pad. And dude, I'm talking about I would speed it up real quick and watch them fall over. Oh, it was good. That's good stuff, man. It's funny just watching them try as hard as they can. We're not getting out of this. Yeah, it was good stuff, man.
Awesome.
I mean mostly as a kid, I would say I fished a lot. My dad took me fishing a lot. Like I would say the main place we went a lot is a place here in Kentucky called Taylorsville Lake. I would say it's like one of my favorite bodies of water that I don't really get to go to it a lot, but that's where I would like to spend most of my time if I was on a lake, would be there, or like Nolan Lake would be a really good place. Rough River, I guess those three places, man, are places I really want to get to this year at some point.
Heck yeah, man. Let's see.
What's up, Nervous Rider? You have a good rest of your night, brother.
If you could fish with anyone, anywhere in time, so like you have a time machine, right? And like unlimited funds, resources, clout, whatever, and you're famous and you have a time machine and you're rich. Everyone wants to go fishing with you. You can go anywhere in time, anywhere in the world. Who do you want to go fishing with, and where are you guys going fishing at?
Probably my dad, to be honest with you. I lost him when I was 19 years old. I just had my first kid. Um, So whenever you bring that moment up, if I ever got famous or and I could do a time machine, man, I'd go grab that man for sure. He would be fish on entertainment all day, dude. I'm talking about he would put us to shame. He would show us how we should really do it. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, he was a real fisherman. He did a lot of tournament fishing. I mean, that dude could catch anything. My mom still tells me stories about, man, he used to come home and have all those bluegills cut up. He'd have the heads in a bag ready to go for the next day, blah, blah, blah. It smelt so bad. But yeah, man, I'm talking about that dude was a real fisherman, real to the core too, man. He enjoyed his time on the water, and he always enjoyed taking me with him. And like, I have an older brother. He don't really care. Mariana Jones, it's time for you to go to bed. No, you butthole. That's what you are. You boho. But so yeah, but definitely if I could take anybody with me, it'd be my dad. I would go get him and we'd definitely go fishing anywhere. I would go anywhere with that man to go fish. He was the best fisherman I ever knew. Guaranteed.
You think that your dad is watching you now build this fishing channel on YouTube, and you think he's proud?
Oh yeah, for
I
sure. Because
think he's up there.
it's
My
something
boy right there.
it's something that I didn't like at first. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to join the boys. Like they offered me like in advance, you know what I'm saying? They were like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying, we're about to get this together. Is this something that you want to be a part of?" And I was like, I don't know, man. Give me some time to think on it, cause like you see Joey do his IRL streams and stuff like that. I'm the manager. I'm one of the managers at that gas station. So I manage at a job. I got 3 kids that I come home to, and I do fish on entertainment. So I do everything I can to make my timeline to fit everybody else's timeline around me. But
Right.
but yeah, no, definitely would he would definitely be proud of me because it's crazy. I don't know, my story is just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I lost my dad when I was 19, so like it was just a big growing up phase. I was still in high school when I had my first kid, so um, yeah, it took a long time to really like grow up, mature, and uh, see things through the lens I see them now.
So testicle. Wants
Testicle.
to- Yeah. Wants to know what's the heaviest bass y'all caught and what did you use for bait?
On our channel, well, for my dad, dude, oh man, my dad was a what was that, crankbait guy. My dad was a really big crankbait guy. We used to do a lot of striper fishing, uh, so I can only imagine the pounds on that. But on the channel, personally, I don't think we've done anything too crazy. I think we might have gotten up to 3 pounds. I think or 2 points. I know it's close to three, but on the channel, I'm pretty sure it's close to three. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's something that we're kind of like niching a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to do more of that bass fishing thing. Uh, like today, we got a content video coming up soon where we did a challenge. We went bass fishing, so y'all go check that out when it drops. But yeah, we're trying to do more bass fishing. We're trying to get more content ideas and trying to come up with anything that I don't know. We're just trying to be unique. It especially
You
with
definitely are.
a place where there's so many fishermen and there's millions of ideas. There's tons of ideas you can do. Like you can do mystery tackle boxes. You can go buy lures. You can go buy this. You can go buy that. But it's I would say the rarest part about our channel is that there's 3 of us that have a collaborative mind on what we think is the pathway for our YouTube channel.
Right. All right, Chad. I'm gonna let you guys ask questions in a minute. I pinned that last one, testicle. I just got one more question, and then I'll let Chat ask you questions. Um,
Sure.
so you and I were talking a little bit earlier, and I believe you've got some kind of fundraiser thing going on. What's that all
Oh
about?
yes, yes.
Talk about the
So
fundraiser.
we're doing a fundraiser for the Norton's Children Cancer Institute. It's produced by somebody called Seth Squad,
Okay.
and it's SethSquad.org. It's an organization that they basically do toys. They fill the pantries at the hospital and stuff like that. I already have put $100 of my own money in it just because I mean I would say I grew up very privileged in a sense. I would say I always got what I wanted and whatnot, uh,
Hmm.
and so for me to be able to take what I know and give it back to the kids, they even said we might be able to take them fishing next year, and I cried.
So
I was
how
like
can we
that.
help contribute to this fundraiser?
So we just got our 3,000 marker. So I mean, we can accept money through the channel. You can always go to sethsquad.org to be able to donate specifically to that. Or you can just hit us through Cash App. Our Cash App's money sign Fish on Entertainment. Um, but yeah, at the end of the month, we're gonna take all the money and we're gonna go through their pick list, pick stuff for the kids, man, and send it in. I hope we get a chance to go in there and give it to them ourselves. They said they're pretty picky on because I know that stuff's very serious, and I don't want to bring outside contaminants into their world. Um,
Right.
but it would be awesome for me because I couldn't imagine, being in their shoes, going through their struggle or anything like that. And I feel for the parents too. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy trying to
Right.
raise a kid who has, specific issues when it comes to cancer and stuff like that. And I've had, my mom's got cancer. My grandmother had cancer. So I mean, it's just something that's ran in my family, and I've definitely felt the effect for it, and I would definitely love to give back to it.
It's a very noble cause. I like it, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, when they hit me back, man, and started talking to me, it brought me to tears, man. I was like, that's awesome that y'all are letting me be a part of something awesome like this. It is. It's absolutely amazing. I had an offer to do something called Cancer Fest, which is not too far away from where I live. And basically, what you do is you put in money for a sponsor and stuff like that, and you do some things for the event and whatnot, and they'll put your signs up and stuff like that. But I didn't want to line too much out ahead of time.
All right. Now we will take questions from chat. Starting, Testicle wants to know if you catch bowfins.
I'm not too familiar with what the fish is, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure we have them here. Like I wouldn't doubt it, especially in our river systems. Shit, they even say there's sharks in our rivers. I don't believe that one bit, but if it's anywhere, it'd be the Ohio River for sure. But
I
yeah,
caught
no, it's
some.
not something we specifically target. Like I said, we're expanding on what we're targeting, like especially with like the gar thing that I told you earlier.
Right.
Um, yeah, that's something that hooks that Ron, man. He's been dreaming about that one, dog. I want to beat him to it.
I just caught a couple bowfins. I don't know, like 3 weeks ago. I got so if you look back in my, I don't know, it's probably 10 shorts ago. I've got some bowfins in those shorts, and they're mixed into
Yeah,
my
so
long
that's
sleeve
something
skins.
that comes out of the Ohio River for us is like Asian carp, and you could
Right.
turn around you could turn around and use that as bait to catch even obviously a bigger fish, especially in a river system. Uh, but yeah,
So
man,
I
I
know
mean,
he's not in Florida. His dad was from Florida, right?
yeah. So
Well,
my dad was from so my dad grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He went to Western High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. My grandfather was a part of the army, and he was a tech, so they would like fly him places. He would set up a computer, and like back in the day, especially when it's like I think he did like Cold War is what I think it was. And yeah, basically they would drop you off, set you up with a computer that they would drop out of the sky, and you'd have to build the computer, get in there, and that basically all he would do is track missiles. But yeah, my dad lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for
okay.
most of his youth.
I got any
Let's see,
more?
I'm in Central East Coast. Central East Coast. That would be I think that's kind of no, that's no, because Miami's all the way at the bottom. So,
Testicle asked, "Have you all ever fished in South Carolina?"
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, not us, not all of us specifically. Ron goes to Florida a lot. That's where Ron's like that's Ron's second home right there, Florida. Y'all watch out. He ended up moving there on us. I tell you that. That dude loves Florida, man. I tell you, if I could, man, I'd be in South Carolina too, man. The water's just, water's different. The weather's better there. Uh, but yeah, South Carolina, I haven't been there in a couple years, but I'm looking forward to getting there this year at some point. Definitely going ocean fishing for sure. That boy Ron definitely got the one up on us on that, man.
So then Steven follows up, "Where's the best place you fished?"
The best place I fished?
Mhm.
There's a lot. Uh, here in Kentucky, I would say the best place to fish. I would say Rough River is probably one of the better places to fish here in Kentucky. Just because they have like a public beach area. It's a very big, big, big system right there. It's not like the Ohio River. because the Ohio River is pretty wide, pretty deep. It's some serious stuff out there. But when it comes to like Rough River, it's a lot more like what you would. It's not as wide, not as big, but it's still a river system. So it's going to carry still the big fish and whatnot. Um, but yeah, yeah, that would. And out of state, like I said, man, when my dad took me to them rice paddy fields, man, it ain't nothing that I'll ever forget. I'll never forget those moments. So definitely a rice paddy field in South Carolina somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't remember it like that, but somewhere in
That's
South Carolina.
that should be your mission, man. Find it.
Oh, I will. I remember the sign there had like a big tomato on it or something, so it ain't hard to forget. I have to look into it. I haven't looked into that for a long time. I've been thinking about that, not gonna lie. I've been thinking about that story because I knew we were gonna do this interview and I was like, he's gonna ask me something about that, and I'm gonna remember that one specifically because that I'll tell you what, man, that was a crazy experience. That like set me on fishing for the rest of my life probably.
Right on, man. So fishing with G Dad says, what type of line do you like to use?
It's crazy because I'm not really big into braided lines. Like I am if it comes to bass fishing. Like if we're fishing top water or something like that, I'll
Mhm.
use some braid. But other than that, man, I'm using some mono. I'm using some mono for sure. Uh, and a lot, it's weird. I don't want to talk. I'm not trying to talk down on Hook Set Ron or Troutline Joe or anything, but their setups always amaze me because it's not what the pole standard for. It's not what the pole's made for, but they make it that pole. They don't care what the standard for the pole is. They just make it whatever they want to make it. They'll put
Right.
20-pound line on it, and it'll be some little rod that's this big, and they got a reel that's bigger than that. And then I don't know, man. It's just crazy. But yeah, so my favorite pole that I got right now is my Lose Smash Mock. I just got it probably about 2 months ago. I use it to catfish and bass fish.
Okay. And so, why do you prefer mono over braid?
I don't like the way the braid sits on top of the water, especially when I catfish a lot.
Hmm.
It gets windy, it starts dragging it around and stuff like that. Obviously, you can tighten the line up and whatnot, but I don't like the way it sits on top of the water. I'd rather the water either sink through the water or the water sink through the water, the line sink through the water, or I don't know, man. I've never really been a fan of braids, especially when it gets like snagged up in your shit, and it's just not a fun experience. I feel like mono's a little bit easier to deal with.
I mean, don't use big weights when you catfish?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I use egg weights. See, whenever I go to them little ponds, man, I don't really have to have crazy amounts of weight on there. That's the thing.
Okay.
So, so what I do is I like being able to have almost like a light action reaction to it, is what I like to
Good.
call it. So what I do is I think I have a good size pinch weight. I can't remember the exact size, but it's just a pinch weight. It's a good size one, but it's not nothing crazy like an egg weight. But I use that, and I might use like a 5 aught catfish hook, and that's all I really need to drop in on some of the ponds around here. You catch big things on small things too. Like I was about to say earlier, you were talking about the corn and the catfish. That boy
Hmm.
Ron, we set up carp rigs and stuff like that all the time, and he was using a snail rig he casted it all the way out in the center of the water, and next thing you know, the pole's going crazy, and he's reeling it in. I'm like, yes, he caught him a carp out in the middle of the water. That's crazy stuff right there. He's reeling it in, reeling it in. Boy, let me tell you what, it was a 4.5 pound catfish. I was like, what? I was like, we wasn't even aiming for that, but the corn got us that. It was just a crazy experience to realize, like, all right, so it don't really matter what we put on there, we're probably still gonna pull something out. It was
Right.
crazy, especially with the
I,
corn thing. The corn thing was new to me, and then I told them about it, and I was like, now we love carp fishing. Like carp fishing's
oh yeah.
awesome.
Oh yeah.
We enjoy the fight. That's the big thing.
Yeah,
We love the fight.
same, same. It's one of my favorite fish guys. It's in my top four
Yes.
for
Yeah,
sure.
I was about to say that. I would say that's probably definitely in our top three. Like you said, it's definitely up there for us because, like
Right.
like we said, man, they fight like nothing else. Like them dudes are armored machines ready to go at all times.
what's crazy about carp is that they actually have a pretty soft mouth compared to like
Yes,
a
yes,
catfish. So you can't just muscle them in. You got to work them.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
otherwise
you
the
have
hook
to
just comes
finesse
right
them and
out.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, and plus, dude, I'm telling you, the ones that we catch, I mean, obviously they're not like they got some good sized ones out of the Ohio River though. The Ron and Troutline Joe definitely got like 15-pound Asian carp out of the Ohio River, but the ones that we catch in our pond, even those put up a good fight, and they're only 5 pounds or so.
Yeah. Yeah. Carp got a good fight to him.
Oh yeah. Especially, I mean, I've caught them out of the little pond too. I haven't caught a carp in a long time. Like I try, but Ron's got that luck right now. Ron's on top of that.
Glacier Shark wants to know if you chum for carp.
Yes, we do. Usually I make carp bait to chum with. But also, I mean, we can throw corn in the water too, and that does just as good.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just take a can of corn, put some corn on the hooks, and throw most of the
Yeah, I
can
mean,
in the water.
sometimes we'll
You know?
chum it right there on the shoreline,
Yeah.
just so we don't have to cast over our catfishing lines and stuff like that to do it. But yeah, usually while we're that's what Ron says, man. The two C's we're going for, carp and cats, baby. That's what we're going
Yep.
for.
Absolutely. Believe it or not, this spring, earlier this spring, I caught a northern pike on
Oh,
corn.
cool.
On corn.
Oh, that's
I
so cool. That's still cool,
was
man. A northern pike.
I was blown.
Those are big. How big was that one?
I think that one was like, I don't know, maybe 30 inches. No, it was probably like 25 inches, something like that. It wasn't a
Oh,
big
that's
one.
awesome.
I was just surprised to get it on corn.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy to think that the small ones are big. You know what I'm saying? That the
right.
babies for those fish are just that's crazy to me to think of. Especially, in your waters probably got a lot of that stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Just the small fish is the big fish.
Right. Yeah. We've
And
got,
that's crazy.
yeah, northern pike to us are mini muskies. You know what I mean? Because we got the big old muskie up here, and yeah, so we catch northern pike. You know, probably like anyone catches bass. You know, they're just kind of everywhere. Like
Well,
I don't specifically target them, but I usually catch, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them on accident every year. Same with walleye. You know,
yeah,
when
that's
I'm kind of
something
catching.
is in our Ohio River we got walleye. That's what I want to catch too. I want to catch a walleye. That's another one. Yeah.
So Zairo asks, what's your favorite and most used knot?
Oh man, I don't remember what it's called. It looks like it looks like the just the basic fisherman's knot, but
Mhm.
whenever you go through the bottom and you come back out and go through the other hole and tighten it. I can't remember what they call that one, but it's a very simple knot. It's just
Yeah.
I don't know. I double knot it is what I do. I'll do my little knot and then I'll just do a regular fisherman's knot on top of it. Usually it holds just fine. Like I said, I pulled that 6 pound one, no
Right.
problem. You know what I'm saying? Got 20-pound test on it. It didn't come loose. I fought it for about 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely holding its ground.
Right.
I wouldn't say the knot that even though you do an amateur knot, it doesn't mean that your knot's bad. Just
Right.
because you're doing something very simplistic or something that's not, of trend or whatever, that doesn't mean you're not doing it right. So just because improved clinch knot, that's what it's called. Yes,
Got it.
that's what I use. An improved clinch knot. So yeah, basically after I do the fisherman's knot, I go back through another hole and then I tighten that up and then I do a regular fisherman's knot and then that's it for my hook.
Right on. What else you guys got? I got
Let's
any more?
see.
You have a
Yeah,
go-to
yeah.
fishing
The
snack?
Glacier Shark said, "Ever try a hair rig?" And yes, yeah, we used that hair rig. Uh, that Ron caught that the catfish on the carp rig. So we have a method feeder set up. We don't typically use it too much, just because it's just a lot. It's a lot to be doing to your line. I feel like, especially after you pack all that stuff on it and pack it in there, and really the method feeder is just chumming the water is what it is. It's just to drag
Yeah.
attention there. You know what I'm saying? So um, I don't personally like to use it like I was saying earlier. Ron just throws corn in the water. I can toss some of that, carp pack bait that I usually use. I can just toss that out there instead of having to do all that extra work with the hair rig and all those extra knots
Yeah.
and stuff in the line.
The closest I'll come to like a method feeder, and I don't use this very often, but occasionally I'll take like a slice of bread and I'll wrap it around my weight and squeeze it to my weight. And that's basically a method feeder, just like that
Yeah,
bread.
yeah.
Just
I've
they're like
seen.
just
I've
all
actually
kind
seen
of
a
weight.
bunch of videos on that recently.
Yeah.
And then it's crazy because when we first started the channel, man, and we used to type our name into the little search bar, it used to show up Hood Fishing all the time, just
Oh
because
my
our
god.
name, because
Yeah.
Hood Fishing Entertainment, you know what I'm saying? So the name's so
Right.
close and similar, but he has such more of a mass following and stuff like that. So
Right.
of course his stuff's gonna show up before ours. But but at the same time, though, I just remember I thought it was our video and I thought it was Ron, and dude had a piece of bread out in the middle of the water, and I was like, when did Ron do this? I was like, when did Ron have the time to go carp fishing and not tell nobody? And it turned to find out it was Hood Fishing, and I was like, man, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh Toodles, oh Toodles, Sonic, oh Toodles.
Oh, toodles.
I know
All
that's Troutline Joe right there, dog.
right.
Troutline Joe. We got so many. I grew up with Joey, and also I grew up with Ron. Me and Joey went to the same school growing up, and me and Ron grew up around the same time as all that stuff. But it's funny to see the evolution of us now that we're adults and stuff like that. We're on your YouTube channel doing an interview and stuff like that. It's funny, ironic, and cool all at the same time.
Isn't it? No, it's like, so for me, there was a guy that I used to watch. He was a local YouTube fisherman here in Wisconsin, and like I watched him for years before I ever made a channel. And now that I've made a channel, I've met and gone fishing and collabed with him. He comes on my
That's
show.
awesome. Yeah,
I at the end of every month.
there's a couple of guys who want to like. I haven't really like that because obviously where I work at a gas station. I mean, I see tons of people all the time. I'm always promoting and stuff like that. But yeah, there's people coming and ask me like if I fish with so and so person and stuff like that. It's not that I didn't have time to go fishing with so and so person, or you know what I'm saying. I just don't really know too many of our Kentucky fishermen. You know what I'm saying? Like I know there's a couple of guys. That they were old school though. You know what I'm saying? Like those guys would be like on and stuff like that. But I don't know too many per se Kentucky fishermen. I've been trying to look into it more and just really connect with more people locally. Like these T-shirts. These T-shirts are
Yeah,
through a connection I have at work. It's
right on.
somebody that I know personally. Um, and also I promote them on our YouTube channel and our Instagrams and stuff like that. Really, really great person to work with. Um, and then getting that charity stuff going, that was a huge thing too for us right now. There's the guys that we did the fly rod giveaway and stuff like that, and what had happened was this guy, he ran into a bunch of stuff. He does junk removal, but what he does with the junk is he gives it back to veterans who are trying to get back on their feet. So turn
Nice.
turn around, he found a bunch of fish and stuff. He found 3 fly reels. I already have one personally, so I gave one to Ron and one to Troutline Joe, and then another buddy at work got one. He's also a fisherman. You see him from time to time. He's Andrew. He's like our big troll at home all the time.
Okay. Um, so fishing with G Dad says, "What's your favorite catfish rod and reel system? Whole length and action."
Um, it's crazy because I have big catfish poles and I have smaller catfish poles. Um,
Hmm.
Me personally, I actually like my smaller ones compared to the bigger ones. So like my smaller one would be like I would say about 6 foot, nothing crazy on it, nothing amazing. Probably
Hmm.
Probably just like 10, less than 10 pound line on there. You know what I'm saying? Just something fairly simple. I like it to be light so I can feel the vibration in my hand and stuff like that. Because I don't do too much of the bobber fishing. I like being on the bottom. I like being able to know what's biting on my stuff. I don't like watching it like slowly like dip around and like I have poles that do that. Like I have one pole, I call it the Joker. It's a 7 foot pole. It's got a Abu Garcia ambassador on it, and I mean I love the pole. I've caught fish on it, but it's just I don't know. I just feel like the hook set you have to do a lot with. Same with the fish. The pole that I used to caught that 6 pounder. It's a new pole that I bought. It was the first time I caught a fish on it. Um, it's literally a simple button press Zebco 3 something. Very simple, very simple pole to use, and I mean it held up well. It was a very great pole, but yeah, I would stick to like my spinning light poles. That's what I like, spinning and light. Not crazy. I think usually it's medium to heavy is what I like. Medium to heavy, and then fast action is usually what I like. Is usually what I'm going for whenever I do stuff like that.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to set the chat to all messages. That's why I've been missing everyone's questions. I'm so sorry.
No, yeah, no.
I was,
No,
I
you're good,
seen them
dog.
saying, "Hey, why Fishy sleeping on the questions? Why is he not asking my question?" Because it was on top messages. All right, Northern, ask your question again, and I'll figure out
Oh,
what it
my
was.
boy Northern. Oh man, I wonder what he's gonna ask. I can only be. I'm curious.
What's the rig that you use most, and for what species?
Whenever I bass fish, I ain't gonna lie, I like the Texas rig. Texas rig with a crawl. Depending on the time of the year, what color I use. Um, yeah, I would say right now I'm using Texas rig crawl with that's orange. It would be pumpkin, I believe.
Right
Where
on.
is where? Sorry, I was looking for something.
No problem.
But yeah, no, the Texas rig with the I get these specific hooks to where it holds the soft plastic better. Uh,
Yeah,
it has like that little tip towards the end where you tie your line in or whatever. Usually it's
yeah.
like a 6 cents. It's usually a
It's
six
like a
cents is what I like
nose
using.
weight kind of thing.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, it just holds it better and stuff like
right.
that, just so it ain't slipping up and down the hook and whatnot. But yeah, that's what I like. I like Texas rig with a either probably a nice crawl. I like crawls, man. They got crazy movement.
Okay. So yeah, do you primarily use like artificials when you're bass fishing then?
I mean, I use worms. I use natural worms, man. I'll throw a bobber out there with a hook. I mean, you can catch them that way too. But yeah, no, yeah, I would say so, man. I've been really wanting to get some good top water. That's what I've been really trying to aim for. Uh, there's this guy here in Kentucky. He does. He actually makes lures. Um, I think it's hooking up fishing, something like that. And he's on Instagram, but he makes his own lures and stuff. Man, I got a bluegill popper from him, and I've been really wanting to use that and getting to use that a lot
Yeah,
more, just so I can
yeah, it'll
make a
be fun to watch
video
them.
and
You
all
hit
that
the.
fun
They
stuff
make
with it.
good video for sure.
Yeah, just and plus, I love doing collaborations with other people and stuff like that too. It's just so you
Right.
got so much pull, you know what I'm saying, and
Yep.
everybody gets to see a shared content and stuff like that. So it's really fun to see.
Absolutely. That's why I do this interview segment, and it's fun to just hear from other fishermen on YouTube their experience and learn from a wide variety of different people. It's just I don't know. I started as a YouTube fishing fan, so now I get to be like the fan asking the YouTube
Yeah.
fishermen
No, yeah,
questions.
it's awesome. Shit, dude, you're making me a fan of you. That's all I know. I
Thank you.
I went and checked you out the other day, man. Because Joey was like, "Man, we got this. I got this interview set up," and I'm like, what are you talking about in an interview? What are you getting a new job? Like what are you talking about? He's like, no man, it's Guy Fishy things, man. He interviews other fishermen and stuff. And I was like, oh man, that's really cool though. Like that's awesome. Like it's not too many of them that are doing like little podcasts and stuff like that with
Right.
other, fishermen and stuff like that. So it's always really cool.
Yeah, it's a whole nother layer to the fishing community. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I like it. I think this is my 19th episode, so
Oh,
it's going
cool.
good. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping with, after you get done with them two, we'll get to do one where we're all together or something maybe. So you
Yeah,
can
we could
ask
do.
us all
Well, what if we
just so you
do?
can just so you can see the true characters and act. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Well, another thing I do. So, the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of every month, the last 3 days of the month, basically, um, I do panels. So I'll bring back a bunch of people that were on the Chumming It Up episodes, or just other fishing YouTubers that want to be on the panel,
Right.
and I can have up to 10 people on the panel,
Oh, that's
and
so cool.
we'll talk about. So the first part of the panel is we'll go through, each one of us will talk about like how we did over the course of the month, right? And like what worked and what didn't. And then what we plan for the upcoming month. So like what species are you going to target? How are you planning to get after them? You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Right. Yeah,
That's
that's
another thing I
awesome.
do.
Yeah, I mean, just being able to collaborate with other people all the time and stuff like that. That I mean, especially in fishing, that's huge. Just because
Yeah.
there's always new ideas or somebody's got something for you. You know what I'm saying? It's always something cool.
They said someone was behind me, so I pretended to be still.
Oh no, they're probably talking about me. My daughter, man. She
Oh,
she just like no, she that boy fishy thing turned around like who's in my house? Who's there? No, yeah, my daughter. I'm sorry, Chet. She just really likes being on the camera. Most of the times I don't take her when I go streaming just because she's just a handful. Like if she'd be like me, man. Like I jumped in the water with that fish. She would want to have been in there with me. That's the crazy part. So I like whenever we're stream fishing, I'll take my son with me sometimes just because he's a little bit more controlled on what he does and says and stuff like that. But but yeah, I would say that's like really one of my big things too. Is like I just like Ron's got his two kids with him sometimes, and Joe's got JoJo with him a lot, and yeah, I bring Langston with me a lot too. We love getting our kids out there, especially when they're together too. They have a lot of fun. So I mean that makes a moment for life. You know what I'm saying? Especially with them being
absolutely.
friends and stuff like that. We live so close to each other.
Cindy and Travis are spamming us with some woos, but they're allowed to spam. They're
Woo!
kind of the king and queen of the fishing community. So,
Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I know. I see them out there. They always got some hogs, man. They always got some hogs.
and I've actually had the privilege of actually going and fishing with them in person, so that was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
that is pretty awesome. Where are they
Yeah,
located?
in Tennessee, they're not far from you
Oh
actually.
my God. No, yeah, we're
You know?
definitely going to see them for sure. No, yeah, I definitely want to go down there. My mom was talking about she was going to
What's up,
Tennessee
Chris?
this month,
How come
and
Chris
it
is
might be
not
something that I
around?
might get into.
That's crazy. I could have swore I gave Grease a wrench.
Hey, yeah, Grease
No.
deserves a wrench, man. That dude be in
I
everybody's chat.
Yeah, so this is what all the confusion was. So uh what I ended up telling everyone eventually, as my channel was coming along, I was like, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give wrenches to the people that I've interviewed on Chumming It Up with Fishy. So if you see someone that's blue in my chat, I've interviewed them before. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I see no BS catfishing.
Yep.
Amykins. Amykins is the wife, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I
That's
interview
awesome.
her every single night. So
But yeah, no, I see no BS catfishing a lot in our chats. What's some other ones? Yeah, what you said, release to Grease. I see him a lot. Fat Cat Fishing Fever. See him a lot. Um, of course, Skipjack Cindy. She's always in there. She's always showing some love to us, man. I couldn't be more appreciative of her.
no problem, Grease. I could have swore I already gave you one, but I guess not. I don't know. My bad. Priest came in here gray, and I'm
My
like,
boy
what's
Fish on Entertainment. That's
Mhm.
Troutline Joe probably right there.
Well, I think so. All of you have access to that now, right? Like,
Yeah, so we all use the channel. Me
Mhm.
personally, I have my own personal channel because I use it at home and stuff like that. It's not necessarily to make content and stuff like that. I have content on there. Like it's like some old Call of Duty stuff and some other things because I game a little bit, but I spend most of my time taking care of the kids, working and fishing nowadays.
right on, man.
Oh shit, it said nope, it's Ron. My boy, hook set Ron.
There you go. There you go. We'll be interviewing Ron tomorrow at 9 Central, 10 your guys' time, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it
So
was
that'll
crazy,
be
man.
exciting.
Dude, I was so excited waiting to do this interview today. Like it was crazy. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
they were texting me all day. They were like, "Man, your interview's coming up. Are you nervous? You nervous?" I'm like, "Nah, man. I talk to people all day for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I
It's
do at
not
work."
bad, is it? Like
No,
you know,
absolutely not.
like
It's not nerve wracking or nothing. I'm not.
right,
I'm here to tell the story, man. Fish on Entertainment, baby.
right. Well, and what was crazy, I'll let you guys in on a little scoop. So, I had the wrong number for him. I text you at like 6 a.m. this morning, or I thought I texted you at 6 a.m. this morning, saying, "Hey, we're gonna do the interview tonight. I'll be sending you the link around 8 o'clock. Yada yada yada." And 8 o'clock comes around, and still no text back. 8:30 hits, and I'm like, "Guess I better start calling him." I go to call. It says this number has been disconnected. I'm like, so I call.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So I ended up calling Joe.
It's funny because I seen the email go through on my phone and I didn't even check the number because it looked right. You know what I'm saying? My
Right.
number is very
Well, it was
a very
so close.
simplistic
It was
number.
only off by two numbers. Like, and it was
Yeah,
the same
they
two
were
numbers,
flipped
but they were
around.
flipped. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, Troutline Joe, you had one job, buddy. You had one job. You better check. Did you make sure his number and Ron's number was right?
Yes. No, I texted
Okay.
all three of you this morning, and Joe and
Okay.
Ron text me back, and you didn't. And I'm like, great. The guy I'm interviewing tonight is not texting me back.
I know.
But
I remember you saying that you were gonna hit me up that day and stuff like that, and I remember, because like I said, today we went and made a content video and stuff like that. It'll be dropping soon, and we were like, man, we were talking about the interview stuff, and they didn't even say nothing to me about like getting text or nothing, and I was like, and I didn't hear nothing until you said something to me not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? You gave me a phone call and stuff like that. You were like, I finally got your number. They gave me the wrong number. And I was like, man, these guys, they were trying to get it messed up for us.
right, but we got her done, even with the first technical. So, and
Yeah,
then when we first started shooting this episode, there was something going on with the phones or
yeah.
something.
So I was hearing it too. So like,
Yeah.
I don't know, without the headset, obviously, but I could tell that my voice was coming through my phone, so it was echoing back through, and then you were kind of low to me, but that's all phone setting stuff. But I put these
Yeah.
headphones on now, everything's good. And like you said, it looks pretty official. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
pretty
When you came in
official.
with the headphones and the lighting, I was like, all right,
Yeah,
now
yeah, yeah.
this is officially on
Yeah,
the podcast.
I was sitting on my front porch at first because I wasn't trying to be inside because, you know, the kids are laying down and whatnot. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. It's the weekend. They'll be all right.
But yeah, I've got through all my questions. Let's we've got over an hour on the board, and
Nice.
if chat's got any last minute questions, we'll get them in. Otherwise, we can get out of here. I'll give Chad another 2 minutes to ask questions.
When are you going live next?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm doing two interviews the next 2 days.
Well, yeah. I mean, like fishing
And then
wise. When are you getting out there to
probably
fish?
probably Monday, either Monday. I might go Monday in the day or Monday at night or both. So Monday.
Man, my boy's busy this week. He got a busy week, man. He got fish on entertainment this weekend. Then he's got fishing in real life this weekend or this
I
coming
mean,
up week.
I would be doing real fishing like tonight and tomorrow night, but I put it
Yeah,
aside to
you want to
interview
get the
you guys.
series done, man. You
Yeah,
want to get the
I
series
was
done.
excited.
Yeah,
So
of
it's like a
course.
new thing. I was like, ooh, a 3-part chumming it up with fishy thing. This is cool. This is different. I like it.
Santee rig. I'm not a familiar with the Santee rig. What's a Do you know what a Santee rig is?
Yeah. So a Santee rig is like, so you know how your regular catfish rig, you got like a weight, and then you got your hook on some line below the weight, right? And then you just throw that
Right.
in there. So Santee rig is similar to that, except so you got the weight, and then up just before the hook, you've got some type of float system. Sometimes with like stuff that jingles in it, but basically it forces it to float up off the bottom.
That would be a Troutline Joe question. That's
Yeah,
definitely a Troutline Joe question. He is somebody who he runs a lot of different rigs. So does Ron. Ron and Joe run very different rigs than I run. I'm very simplistic with my stuff because I'm gonna catch it regardless whether it's rigged up like Ron does it or it's rigged up like Joe does it. Catfish Willie does it his way. You know what I'm saying? So we all have our own different spew on how we do our hooking systems and how we do our lines and stuff like that for sure. But yeah, that Santee thing sounds like something Troutline Joe has. Is it also called a big city rig at the same time? Is that another, or is
I've
that
never
something
heard it
different?
referred to as that, and I don't know what a big city rig is. So,
Okay,
um,
so
I
yeah,
don't know.
so I think it might be similar, but Troutline Joe has a rig that was called a big city rig, and it had something. It would look kind of what you're saying, like a flotation system that has like some type of rattle in it of some type, is what you
Right.
were saying,
Well,
and
so if I understand right, if it's got the rattle in it, then it's called a dragon Santee rig. If it's got the rattle, if it just floats, it's just called a Santee rig. I don't know. I might be
man,
wrong
they
on
got
that.
they got all kinds of rigs out here, man. I haven't even tried half of them. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like next for me is on the bass fishing, man. Is trying these Carolina rigs is probably gonna be my new thing. Trying
Right.
Carolina
Well,
rigging because I do a lot of Texas rig. I ain't tried too many Carolina rigs.
yeah. Well, my thing is like, I don't want to keep adding more stuff that I got to pay more money for because no matter what rig it is,
Right.
they all get snagged on stuff, and you lose it, and then you got to keep buying it. So it's like
That's
I
true.
want the cheapest setup I can go with
Yeah,
because
yeah. So
I'm
usually, I mean, I'm not. Usually, I don't go to like usually like to get my hooks and stuff. I don't go to like Academy, or I don't go to Dick's Sporting Goods, or Cabela's or Bass Pro. Usually I just go to Walmart. Usually it's just cheaper, you know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, the price, you want to pay for something that obviously is worth the money, but you don't want to make it expensive, you know what I'm saying?
Fat Cat's financing my Santee rigs, so I can't complain.
Right, right. Yeah, if you're, especially if you're getting it for free, man, how can you
But
complain?
honestly, even cheaper than Walmart if you really want to save some money. I don't know if this is frowned upon or not, but bro, Amazon. You can order
Oh,
like millions of hooks and millions of weights for like a nickel on Amazon. You know what I mean?
shit, you can do it. You can do the same on TikTok Shop too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just kind of the same concept, but I feel like Amazon's probably a little bit more trusty of those things,
Right. Right.
just because they're a little bit more official. TikTok Shop's got a lot of stuff that's like overseas, and they got a lot of shipping fees and stuff. Amazon's pretty straightforward, so yeah, Amazon's probably the best way to go for most of that stuff, especially if you're trying to be cheap, basic, and not trying to drive around halfway across the world to get what
But
you
you gotta
need.
be careful though. I will tell you, I ordered some steel leaders on there, and it didn't tell me what they were rated for. And man, those things are junk. Like they
Yeah, I
break
was about to
so
say
easy.
that happens a lot too, where like you'll look into something and try to get it specifically for what it is, and then you get it and it's either smaller than what it was, or it's a lot
Right.
bigger than what you thought it
Yeah.
was. It's always
Yeah, they
something
just say
different.
whatever's like we ordered these like number 4 circle hooks. So I was like, these are like number 2s. Like, what's going on here? You know what I
All right,
mean? But
release to grease asks what the top 5 fish are on your bucket list. Uh, my bucket list personally, I want to get a shark for sure. That boy Hookset Ron done got him a shark this year. I want to get me a shark. That's something that I just think it's fun. It'd be cool. but I would probably put that on the lower end, maybe like a 3 or 4, maybe 5. I want to catch a smallmouth bass. I haven't really targeted or went for that specifically yet, or went to any bodies of water that are specifically have that in it. But that's something that'll probably be at my 4. A trout. Like I said last year, I didn't get to trout fish a lot, so that's definitely up there. I definitely plan on getting that in this year. Um, what's another? The gar. The gar is number one. The gar is number one right now. It's on
Yeah.
top of the list. That's something that all I would say all three of us collectively we want that fish. We want to put that on our channel, and we're trying to get that one out the water so we could talk to chat. Uh, another, I would say, what's another one? Probably something big. A big blue cat out of the
Yeah.
Ohio River, baby. That's what we
Yeah.
want. I'm
Get
not
it.
gonna lie. That's kind of the. I would
I
say,
mean, you said you were in
I,
Kentucky. That was the first thing that went through my head. Like, why ain't y'all out there catching them blues, man?
well, I would say it's more of the timing thing for us because
Yeah.
obviously we have kids and we work and stuff like that. Our schedules don't always evolve around each other.
Right.
Um, so we try to do what we can together when we can, but at the same time though, even if Ron catches that gar before I do, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to not go after it. You know what I'm saying? That it's
Right.
still on my bucket list of things to get. Obviously,
Right.
when it comes to the channel, it's definitely number one when it comes to the channel for sure. Um, but yeah, I
Well,
mean,
great. I
yeah,
think I don't.
I would say we're trying to. I would say like we've been discussing it. I've discussed it with a couple other people who aren't a part of our channel specifically. Personal friends and stuff. I think what I really like, really, when it comes to catfish, man, I think we want to try to get a state record. Overall that's kind of like the deal there. Like we want to get a state record.
Good luck. I'm
Yeah.
trying
I
to
would
get a state
say
record sprinting this month. That's my deal.
yeah, we wanna. I don't know if we're gonna do it like a collectively thing where we're gonna try to get multiple fishermen and try to, specifically target at one specific time of year. We haven't really discussed too much of that stuff, but we definitely wanna make it a group thing because, I mean, what's fishing without people? You know what I'm saying? You got to have people to fish. I mean, we need
I think
Troutline Joe, we need Hookset Ron, we need whoever from down the street. I want everybody to be there. I don't.
no.
I want everybody to come fishing.
I will tell you guys this. I don't know if this will. So when I was younger, probably your guys' age, you guys are all in what, like your 20s or something,
Yeah. So I'm 28. Troutline Joe is either 28 or 29, and Ron just turned 30 this year.
right? So yeah, in my 20s and maybe even my early 30s, um, and especially as a teenager and a kid, like I was always about like I gotta have my guys fishing with me. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
you want your friends and stuff. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like when you get really old, sort of start like fishing on your own. You actually want to be alone. You want to be left alone
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
sit out
yeah.
there
No,
fish by
trust me.
yourself. I
I
don't know.
actually understand exactly what you're talking about. I would say whenever I first started streaming on the channel, it'd be like me solo and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I would say it. I think it's really easy whenever you're working with three other people to get misconstrued for what things are. Um,
right.
it because it's not just Catfish Willie, it's not just Hookset Ron, it ain't just Troutline Joe. You know what I'm saying? It's all of us as a cumulative, as a group, um, trying to fish for the same goal and have fun at the same time. Though you know what I'm saying? It not everything's got to be a competition.
Yeah.
Everybody getting out there on the water, having fun, having a good time.
Yeah. No, and I still do like going fishing with my buddies too. But yeah, I just feel like there's something special about fishing alone. I can't quite explain it.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. It's the peace and quiet, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I mean, like me, I feel like I'm a little bit more active with stream whenever I'm by myself, just
Yeah.
because I'm not distracted by what others are doing or um, having to worry about other little small difficulties that can happen when you're fishing with other people. But
Right.
yeah, it like you were fishing the other day, and I was in your chat. I'm very much the same. it's not that I'm not focused on chat. I'm just really focused on fishing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like a love-hate relationship in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. You got any more questions? You're with Catfish Willie of Fish On Entertainment.
Fish on entertainment, baby. Fish on entertainment. You know what it is? We be where the water's at, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Anywhere. You shit. If the water was right here out in front of my house, you'd be fishing live with me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
For sure.
Yeah, that's the dream. I want to live on the river, man. That's
Oh
what I
yeah,
want.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy because a lot of people that I know personally, they have a lot of property on like river systems and Great Lakes. You know what I'm saying? So I plan on getting to more. Well, not just me, but we all plan on getting to more better bodies of water. That's what the main goal is.
They want to know what your favorite kind of pie is and how'd you all come up
Pie?
with your nickname?
Pie. I'm a big banana guy, man. My mom makes crazy desserts. I like banana. I like banana, everything really. And then strawberry. Strawberry pie, I can't go wrong there. Strawberry pie guaranteed. And then what was the second question?
How did the three of you come up with your nicknames?
I wasn't really a part of the group yet, per se. It was more of just a functioning idea at the time. We were doing a lot of live streams on TikTok and stuff, so you would get like Troutline Joe commentating while we're fishing and stuff like that. And he called me Catfish Willie one time, and it just stuck from there. Everybody was calling me that, and I mean, my first name's William, so I mean, it kind of just correlates in a sense. But yeah, no, I mean, I target catfish specifically all the time, so it just makes it easy.
Right.
And then Hookset Ron, I'll let him tell that one, but I think it's because he can't hook set worth a damn. To be honest with you,
Oh, I'm writing that down. We're bringing that to
it's nothing. It's
part
nothing.
two.
It's nothing
Part two
personal.
tomorrow. So Willie says
But
he
no,
can't
yeah,
set
but
a
no,
hook for
yeah.
nothing.
But no, yeah. I don't know, man. That dude Ron. I would say he's an all-around fisherman. He doesn't target nothing specific. He catches literally everything that he can. So I think that might have a little bit to do with it. But you would have to ask him on that feud. Troutline Joe, man. Troutline Joe, I think that came from when I think we were starting to get close to it was getting close to the ice fishing season where, I was having my baby and stuff and I wasn't really a part of it yet, but I remember him telling me that the reason that he was called Troutline Joe is because he had he had like 7 or 8 poles lined up and they were all out in front of him, and that was Troutline's Joe's trout line right there. So I'm
How
pretty
many
sure
poles
that's
are you
his
guys
few.
allowed per person in Kentucky?
You know what's crazy is that I don't even know the answer to that. Because I see videos all the time of people fishing in like our river systems here. I mean, I see people with 8 poles lined up on the side of the thing, and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm pretty sure there is a limit. Like if we go to the Pay Lake, we can only use 2 poles, but I'm pretty sure that's just their regulation.
Right.
I remember growing up as a kid, my dad had 12 poles in the boat. So I mean, I can only imagine what it could possibly be. If I had like a rough estimate, it maybe 5 to 2 is what I'm assuming.
Sounds like
Yeah, see,
information
look,
you
look,
might want to
hold
know.
on. Skipjack Cindy said something about a blue heron.
Yeah, she said that they caught one once.
Yeah, see, that's I'm pretty sure that's the fish I'm talking about. That where I caught it as a kid. I'm
Now,
pretty
is
sure
there
I
a
caught
red
that.
herring? Like, there's some kind of thing about the red herring. Is like,
Yeah, there. I don't know too much specifically about the fish itself. Like I said, I caught it when I was a kid, and I never really looked into it afterwards, just because it was so long ago, and it was something that I didn't really think about at the time. But
red
uh,
herring is like an old phrase or something for like something that isn't real or something you blame something on or something like that. Because like in the old
Oh
Scooby
no,
Doo
no.
cartoon.
I don't know. It's funny you say that because I think what I'm thinking of whenever you say it is the old Scooby Doo show, a pup
Yeah,
named Scooby Doo. The
yeah,
dude's name was
yeah,
Red Heron, and
yeah.
they
And that was
always
supposed to
blamed
be
it
a
on
joke out
him.
of plays. Yeah,
So that might be the terminology there.
yeah. I don't know. I can't put it all together, but there's something there. Well, this was a great interview, man. Thanks for
I
doing
know,
it.
dude. I know. I was so excited to get this through, man. It was funny because Troutline Joe was supposed to do it first. You know what
I
I'm
know he
saying?
was so mad. He was
Yeah,
so.
he was like, oh man, I'm going last, and I was like, man, we save that
He's like,
big
I'm the
energy
one
for
that set
last,
all this
man.
up.
I know. Trust me, it's all good, man. You know, you get Hook Set Ron tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Central time here on Fishy
Yep.
Things, and then you got, I'm pretty sure it's Sunday morning, correct?
Yes, yes, we're doing
Yeah, Sunday
Joe's
morning for
Sunday morning.
Troutline Joe.
Yeah, I flipped my schedule all around for you guys. I normally do them
Yeah, I
Sundays
know.
morning.
I
You
couldn't
know
be
what?
more appreciative and honored to be on here with you, man. It's great that you connect with other fishermen, man. You know, not a lot of people do stuff like that. Everybody seems that, you know, I've checked out a lot of channels. Everybody seems pretty independent sometimes, but
Hmm.
I tell you what, we love collaborating with people. So if anybody wants to collaborate and has any good ideas on what they want to do, if they want to do review videos or whatever they want to do, we're really excited to work with other content creators, and we really look forward to the future of Fish On Entertainment.
Right on, man. Right on. Oh, one last question. Travis wants to know if you've ever caught a paddlefish.
Nah, man. To be honest with you, I don't even know what a paddlefish looks like. I imagine it probably looks like a paddle, is what
Yeah,
I'm
no, they're
assuming.
crazy. They're
Yeah, I was
crazy.
about to
They
say. I
got like
think
a
I
big
think they're like
paddle for
skinny
a nose.
flatfish. Are they like a skinny flatfish?
I mean, no, they're pretty thick. They're pretty thick actually. And I mean they get 50 to 100 pounds easy.
Whew.
And what's crazy about a paddlefish is like, so they filter feed like a whale, right? So they just swim through the water, picking up microscopic organisms. So you can't actually catch them. The only way to catch them is to snag them.
You know what's
And
crazy is I think I seen a thing on that where people were I think it might have been you we're talking about. It might have been you talking with who was the last one you were on but it's something that I don't know, man. I would hate to foul hook a fish regardless.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That would be, it would be awful to me because if I'm a foul hook a fish, I don't really want to put it back in the water. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put a damaged fish back in the water, make it weaker than what it was.
right. I mean, that'd be all right. Yeah, Cindy has a lot of pterodactyls where she lives. Um, but
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But actually, so what usually happens, for whatever reason, when I do these dual lives, is about the hour and a half marker, it starts glitching and getting weird. So
Sure,
I'm
sure,
trying to
sure,
wrap
sure.
it up here.
Yeah, of
But
course.
our audio has been working really good. So I
Yeah,
mean, it was
no,
a
I
good
mean,
interview.
like I appreciate you having me on your channel, man. You know what I'm saying? It was absolutely an honor. Just
Yeah,
because, you know, like I said, not too many people want to reach out sometimes and stuff like that. So I mean, it's absolutely great. We have people like Skipjack Cindy. You know what I'm saying? She's amazing. She reaches out to us all the time. She's actually given us pole holders. So I mean, she's been really amazing to our channel. Um, we got some great moderators. I want to shout out Northern, Josie J. Obviously, me, Catfish Willie. I'm a moderator in my chat. Um, no BS catfishing. Yeah, I mean, even half the people in this chat, Diamonds in my chat all the time. So I mean, we have really great people who surround us and come visit our chat all the time. I really appreciate you guys. Um, like I say, sometimes I'm not the most active person on the camera, but I couldn't be more ecstatic that you guys come and watch our channel. Um, yeah, it's just amazing how far we've gone with what little time we've had.
you guys are doing great. Super entertaining. I'll be in your chats a lot.
Yeah, dude,
Whenever I
trust me,
can.
I'm
I mean,
excited.
I
I'm
got to get
excited
around
to
to
see you
hosting
in
the
there, man.
interviews, so, but I do. I try to make it back around to everyone. It's hard. There's a lot
Oh
out there.
yeah, yeah,
I
for
keep
sure.
making more
Like I
connections,
said, man,
you know.
there's a lot of great fishermen out here, and everybody deserves to be watched.
And once we finish part 2 and part 3 of this series, if all three of you or any of you singly want to come back and do the panels with me at the end of the month, you're welcome to come back. So
we're definitely in there like swimwear. We ain't gonna miss it. I'll tell you that. We definitely would love that. Obviously, you can chum it up with them too, but for sure that's something I want to do.
right on, man. Right on. All right. I'll catch y'all later.
Later, chat. Y'all be good, man. Go follow Fishy things. Follow Fish on Entertainment, baby. We where
Fish
the
on
water's at.
Entertainment. Woo!
Woo!